Hey Joyful Family, I'm Vina and welcome to Full Off Joy. On this channel, I share my wellness journey regarding mental health, weight loss, and PCOS. My goal is to motivate and encourage other women on their journey as well. This channel is all about good food, good health, good life. So let's get into today's video. So today's video will be my final update with the 67 Try Your Best Challenge. So if you're not familiar with the Try Your Best Challenge, I will list my initial video down below as well as the person hosting the challenge, B. Caruso. So this challenge started, I believe, April 17th. Let me double check. So this challenge started April 18th, but I started on April 19th because April 19th was a Monday and I start everything on a Monday. So the challenge was from April 19th through June 25th. Or 24th, actually, I believe. The challenge is supposed to be a carefree challenge to help you stay on task, or at least that's how I interpret it, to stay motivated and disciplined to help reach your wellness or weight loss goals. There were 8 guidelines. B gave us options doing 8 guidelines, and some of them we were able to customize to what we wanted to. So my first guideline was to stick to my daily and weekly smart points in the Weight Watchers app, have one cheat meal item or dessert per week, unless on vacation or a special event. Do not go overboard. Remember moderation. So I put that in there, the last part, because I knew prior to this challenge that I had a few events and trips planned. So I was going to indulge in some not so healthy choices of food while on vacation and going to these events. So that's why I put that in there. Number 2 was I was supposed to have 5 hours of physical activity per week. Number 3 was if you break one of your guidelines, just practice reflection and accountability. Do not beat yourself up. Come up with solutions. Number 4 was stay hydrated and drink at least 64 ounces of water daily. Number 5 was measure with progress. I opted to measure my progress with the WW app and to track my weight weekly. Number 6 was read at least one book. Number 7 was 10 minutes of mental health focused activity per day, such as meditating, prayer, yoga, or journaling. So last but not least, number 8 was try at least one new thing each week, such as a new recipe, workout, hobby, etc. During the challenge, I lost no weight. I pretty much stayed the same. I started the challenge at 269 pounds and ended the challenge at 270 pounds. I believe that's correct. I started off the challenge with hopes that I would at least lose between 15 to 20 pounds. I lost none, and I know exactly why I didn't lose any. Because I wasn't that motivated, or let me not say motivated. There was motivation. I just wasn't diligent or disciplined enough to stay on task throughout the 67 days. And one of the guidelines was to give yourself grace, or don't be too hard on yourself if you don't achieve or you miss one of the guidelines. Say, for instance, I missed tracking for a day or so. I wasn't supposed to beat myself up about it. Because I'm also on Weight Watchers. So say if I missed tracking Weight Watchers, or I went over smart points, that's what we'll use. Say if for 1 week, I was allotted a certain amount of smart points and I went over them for the week, I wasn't supposed to beat myself out about it. So that basically gave you room to feel like, okay, I know that I was supposed to hit this certain target and I didn't, but that's okay. I'm just going to do better the next day or the next week, So it was easy to stay on track. I just wasn't mentally there to stay on track, to say the least. So pretty much the first few weeks, if you watch, I tracked all the way up from week 1 to week 6. And after week 6, I stopped tracking. And you can see all those videos in my weight loss playlist. And I'll link that in the cards. But pretty much every week, I went over my smart points. I really had a hard time staying hydrated, which I'm still working on. For some reason, I don't even drink as much juice anymore. It's not that I don't drink enough. Well, I don't drink enough in general. I don't drink. So when I eat, I don't really drink water when I'm eating. And throughout the day, I don't really drink much water. So it's not that I'm substituting the water for something else. I'm just not hydrating, or I'm not drinking anything throughout the day. So I definitely need to work on that in the future. The 5 hour of physical activity Really had a hard time doing this. Some weeks I would do well, but I found that it's better for me to implement in maybe 3 hours a week or 2 hours a week to start, because jumping from doing zero physical activity for almost a year to 5 hours, to some that may not be a lot, but to me it was a lot because because I've been lazy when it comes to this type of stuff. It just seemed very daunting to try to jump right into doing that right away. Though some weeks I did hit it, but it was like one day I would work out or go out for a walk and I'll be out for 2 hours and that'll be my physical activity. But then the rest of the week I wouldn't do anything. So in the future video, I would definitely be showing you some ways that I plan on implementing fitness into my daily routine. What else? We already talked about number 1. I didn't stick to my SMART points. We talked about the physical activity. We talked about 3, me not being so hard on myself, even though I still am sometimes when it comes to if I missed one of my guidelines. Number 4, we already talked about me staying hydrated. Number 5, measure with progress. That was really the only thing I really kept up with, minus the past few weeks. Actually, that's not true because I didn't track a lot when I went on vacation. And the past few weeks, I took off from tracking altogether because I just needed a break. But we'll get to that in a second. When I did measure progress, it was in my WW app and my Fitbit app, which I use to track my weight and my steps and all that throughout the day. Number 6, read at least 1 book. I had plans on reading 2 books. I had one and I didn't start either one of them. So that is something that I really want to do because that was also my vision board for the year. My goal was to read at least 13 books this year and I have read 0, and it is now the end of June. When I'm filming this, it is June 28th. It's the end of June. I haven't read any books all year yet. So I was really excited to do this, but I prioritize other things and it is important for me. It is important to me to start reading more. So yeah, guys, I didn't make that mark either. Number 7. Now, this might have been one of the only things I did do pretty much daily, which is the 10 minutes of mental health focused activity, because I already journal, meditate, or pray daily. So that is one of the only guidelines I stuck to pretty much every single day. 8 was try something new each week, and there were a few weeks I didn't, but for the most part, I did try a new recipe. I tried about a handful of new recipes, like different salad dressings that I made myself. I tried a few new meals that I wanted to try out. So yeah, the recipes I got down with. I didn't really do anything else. So the final update is I really don't have any update. I didn't feel like I stayed on task at all with this challenge, and I had really high hopes on doing so. And it's crazy because at first I wasn't going to do it because I knew mentally I wasn't there. I was just hoping that maybe that this would help me get better discipline, become less lazy when it comes to my health and my bad eating habits, which we'll get into in another video. Overall, I think it was a great challenge. I just needed to be better disciplined. It had nothing to do, the guidelines I set myself, she did set the guideline about the 5 hours of activity, but I could have very well said that was not attainable for me. Let me try for 2. Let me try for 3. So in the future, going forward, I actually am going to try to do this challenge again, and I'm just going to tweak it to my liking when it comes to like the physical activity. I'm going to try all these again, and I guess I'll let you guys know. I guess I'll try to do a video diary when I finally start it back up. And I do decide to do it again, I will do a video journal. Who knows? I may go ahead and try to do it in the month of July. I have nothing to lose. And maybe as the weeks go on, I'll up the physical activity. Like I'll start with 3 hours or 2 hours a week, and then 3 hours a week. And then by the end of the challenge, do 5 hours. I think that's what I probably will do. So instead of me tracking and showing you guys weekly and uploading videos, I'll probably do like a 5-minute or 2 to 5 minute bite each week, and then combine it all into one video about the 67 Try Your Best challenge. So yeah, guys, I would say I'm disappointed in myself, but I kind of already knew that I wasn't going to do so well on this challenge because I just wasn't mentally there. Too much was going on, and overall I just need to change my mindset with fitness, weight loss, eating, all those things, that relationship that I have with food and weight loss and all this, it just needs to change. And right now, I can't afford therapy, so I have to do the work myself and find the tools myself. So that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, fam. So that is it for this update. My update is that I didn't do so well, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just going to try again next month. I'm going to do it again in July. So I won't be tracking it on Instagram like I did last time. I won't be uploading weekly videos. So I'm going to journal weekly how I feel, what I did so far. So at the end of the 67 days, I will come back to you guys and let you know how I did. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below how you did on the challenge. Do you plan on doing it again, or do you plan on implementing it in different ways or continuing it? I want to know. Let me know down below. All in all, I think the challenge is wonderful. I think it's very attainable. I just have to have more discipline going forward, and I'm going to try my best to do so. And that's all this channel is about, just sharing my journey, and hopefully I can motivate you other ladies to take accountability for your own health and wellness. There are going to be tons more videos coming up soon, because I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary of being diagnosed with PCOS, or polycystic ovarian syndrome, as well as a few videos regarding my relationship with food, what I've been told by doctors I should do, just a lot of stuff coming up, as well as recipe videos, because I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram like, well, what's the recipe for this? Can you show me how to make that? My friends all the time telling me I need to show people how I cook both healthy and not so healthy dishes. So I'm going to first bring to you guys the healthy ones, of course, because that is what I'm on. I'm on a health and wellness journey, so look out for that as well. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for being a part of the family. And if you're not a part of the family yet, all you have to do is click that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so you can get alerts when I upload. And if you also want to follow me on Instagram, you are free to do so. I am at Full of Joy Wellness on Instagram. And Instagram is the spot that you can catch me daily, whether I'm uploading on my feed or my story, showing you guys what I'm doing, what am I getting into on a daily, whether it's a recipe, an activity, or I'm going live. So catch me on Instagram as well. Again, thank you so much for watching today's video. I can't wait to update you guys on this second run of the 67 Try Your Best Challenge. So I'm not sure when I'll be starting that, but I'll be sure to post it on the screen right here where I'm starting and when the end date will be, so you can kind of look out for when I'll have my final update on the next round of 67 Try Your Best Challenge. Again, thank you all for watching. Thank you, Beatrice, or B, for creating this challenge and sharing your journey as well with us. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.